right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single City Reactions, only on the Flex-Mind Network. I'm the original Anomaly. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here. Yeah. You can't lock me up, Nick. You can't lock me. I'm sorry. Let's not get too crazy. I'm just super energetic. I get back to what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot to do. Okay? There's a lot to do. I feel like I might have to stay up all night making videos, but at the same time, like, I just can't help but play Destiny. You know what I'm saying? I can't help it. Like, it's one of my favorite games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the kind of game that makes me think. And Destiny's that kind of game, so the juggling is crazy, but look, we got to get back to these reactions. You hear what I'm saying? Look, now while I was gone, because I've been gone for a while, okay? But while I was going through the interwebs, on Instagram, on YouTube, Twitter, yes, I'm back on Twitter, Loki. I found this channel, this dude. His name is Jalopy Bungus. If I said that right, cool. If I said it wrong, my bad. Anyway, I have not watched this video yet, but we all know what happened on Sunday, if we're going to be super honest with it. You know? We know what happened. So I might as well go ahead and speak towards it, right? So look, you know what we about to do. But before we do it, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Let me know what you think about the whole situation. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I have some explaining to do about my reaction towards it. But with that being said, let's get to it. Alright? It's been a hot minute, y'all. I'm a little nervous because I'm a little shaky. I'm out of the loop. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it.
This video might be the most surgical
I've
nigga
ever
gotten, bro.
Talk.
Because what Kanye and Drake have shown me is nothing will ever be the same after the Super Bowl. Nothing. Hip hop and pop culture are going to change forever after tomorrow.
Explain.
Now, we all know the recent spiral that Kanye West has been on, right? Ironically, just about 4 days before the Super Bowl. I believe Kanye West is jealous of Kendrick Lamar's recent success. Now, that sounds like something that Kendrick Stan would say or whatever, right?
Talk
Let's
to
take
me.
a look.
Hey, look, I'm here for it. I'm ready to listen. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to do. You know, we're going to get ads here and there. I usually cut them out for the sake of the flow of the video. But let's be clear, like, all respects to dude. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, go to his channel. Do what you got to do. If you agree, disagree, don't matter. We just going to keep going with it. All right, let's go.
So you heard it from Kanye's mouth. Watch the Throne was created because Drake was putting pressure on Jay-Z and Kanye. Now, why wouldn't Kanye just go make an album himself, right? Somebody who sees himself as the greatest artist of all time, why would it take you and Jay-Z, two of the most influential people in the culture, to try to slow Drake down? Well, that's because Kanye was threatened by Drake. Kanye has had a history of new artists coming in whenever he feels like they're a threat to his position. He tries to find a way to keep them down. Kanye has always done this, okay? And he does it in many different ways. That turned into a feud between Kanye and Drake. And of course, Drake had something to do with that as well, don't get me wrong. However, that turned into Kanye slandering Drake, Kanye trying to discredit what Drake has done, which isn't that hard to do. I'm not gonna lie, it's really not that hard to do. Now, it's always been Kanye's goal to dismantle Drake. The only problem is he didn't have the capability musically to do this to Drake. So when the Kendrick and Drake beef took off, who do you think tried to attach themselves to the beef?
Kanye.
The hooligans up here gonna take this pussy nigga out. Yo, Dad, I got you.
That's crazy.
Kanye wanted to share responsibility for knocking Drake off his pedestal. The only problem is when he tried to enter, everybody forgot about it. On top of that, nobody liked the remix. So Kanye was easily forgotten about, and even when he coined the whole term, the elimination of Drake, nobody has confirmed this. Nobody confirmed this in conversations. This is something that Kanye simply on his own time created himself. Because he wanted it to be part of the reason that Drake went down a few notches.
Like with Kendrick, I was like, man, why you killed my nemesis? Where's the movies if it ain't no Drake?
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like Kanye is one big distraction, bro. But I think at the same time, Kanye is one big strategic distraction. You know? Not much I need to add to it, but the statement itself speaks volumes. Being a distraction. What is being done while he's saying what he's saying? Because all it literally, I don't even think it's his mental health. I think he's a good paid actor. Because to go on your phone and say some crazy shit, to say something about da-da-da-da-da, swastika, da-da-da-da-da, Drake, da-da-da-da-da, music. You understand how easy it is to hit the send button while you spew a bunch of nonsense? It's not hard. But we are trained as individuals to say, I don't want to post that. I could get in trouble. People will look at me funny. People will look at me weird. I don't know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to these things that are happening in front of us. Honestly, for a lot of things that happen within an industry, doesn't matter what industry, to be honest, there is levels to every part of it. But if we always focus on what's in front of us, we will never see what's going on behind us. And I always like to see what's going on behind the scenes. I like seeing that. I like studying about that. I like filling my head with that kind of knowledge, because now, once I bring it back, I look at it completely different. It's like when you go to an art museum and you see the fine art, whether it's on the wall or on display in front of you as a sculpture. You will look at it face value and say, this is nice, or this is weird, I don't get it. It's ugly. And that little text, that little description box that they have added to it, as you read it and you look at the art piece now, you're going to look at it completely differently and say, I understand now. It's the same thing that's going on here. We just don't know what's happening behind him. But with what's happening, a lot of us can say, I understand now, because it's not hard to see the play being added up. But it's depending on how we see it at the same time. Because when it comes to the industry is one sick and twisted space. But at the same time, it can be wondrous and filled with curiosity. It's light and dark, night and day, on and off. It's weird, but it's cool. You know? Let's keep going.
Drake, for me, it's like, or at least,
I told you I was about to get surgical. Kendrick Lamar took away Kanye West's nemesis. And without Drake being Kanye West's nemesis, Kanye's importance diminishes. Because now, how are you supposed to go against the machine? How is it you versus the machine? You versus the, I can't say that on his app. Kanye feels like Kendrick Lamar did what he was supposed to do, what was supposed to add to his
But you
legacy.
couldn't do it.
And because Kendrick did that, Kendrick is getting all the credit and the praise for knocking off the culture vulture who's been leeching on this for years and years. And Kanye seen himself as the person that was supposed to do that. So then you fast forward to the Grammys, where ironically, Kanye West dropped his first interview in a long time the same day.
oh, like the average, how was the beat the Grammys?
How was it to beat the Grammys?
She ain't got no ass.
That fit was cold.
So Kanye posed his own question. He said, why didn't didn't you ask me how it felt to beat the Grammys? Well, probably because you didn't beat the Grammys, Kanye, but that shows you where his intention was lying. Kanye's intention was to take away the moment from Kendrick Lamar at the Grammys. He said it himself. There's no need to debate.
I remember when I seen him on the red carpet with his wife. And she took that jacket off and she had like it was like a full body stocking damn near. It literally looked like a full body stocking. You know? I sit there. I looked at Kanye. Kanye posing up. He looking all LA like. Honestly, his fit it looked very LA inspired based on his fit. Especially the top. Right? But to see him stand there. The first picture I saw, he was like this. You know, arms out, just, you know, on his ones and twos, like, we repping right now. You know, I'm on the block with the homies. Look, I got my homegirl right here with me, and you can see her whole body. Don't you see the... And I said at that moment, I'm like, you are one sick genius. I commented this on Instagram when I saw the post. I'm like, you sick genius. Because at that moment, I'm like, this nigga's the greatest distraction in the world. This man is the greatest distraction in the world. And then I heard he left the Grammys early. I'm like, wow. Cause he was nominated for one of his songs off of Vultures. Oh my God, is Vultures based on Drake? Is Vultures based on Drake? But let's keep going. But he left early. Because he knew his job was done. Right? So, at that moment, I was thinking he's trying to distract us from something. But now when I hear him say things like this.
Didn't you ask me how it felt to beat the Grammys? Well, probably because you didn't beat the Grammys, Kanye. But that shows you where his intention was lying.
When I hear him say that, I'm like, the obsession is astounding. Kanye is way more obsessed than Kendrick. Kendrick did it for the sake of battle. You want to battle me? I will battle you on stages that you either don't like or don't want to show up on. You don't want to come here? Cool. I can come here. I can do it. I can make the money. We see the play with the Super Bowl performance because his streams, especially on GNX, they went up. They skyrocketed. You know, the streams on Not Like Us went up 400+%. Every other song that he performed and some of the GNX songs at the same time, especially Peekaboo, all skyrocketed in percentages. Streams go up during the Super Bowl. There's no doubt about it. It's a fact. It's been happening for years upon years. So don't you dare say there's any bots involved. Because those are not bots. Those are eyes. Those are people watching. Those are people listening. And to all the people saying that the performance was trash or whack or not like, you know, not up to your standards, mind you, on your preference level. I see people out there in America, they crip walking the shit out that damn performance. I seen people rent out movie theaters. Them niggas crip walking on the goddamn pews and shit. Bro, I'm telling you, from what you see and the result, what you see and the result are two different things. And the fact that we still resonated with that shit. Now, there's some people out there that did not resonate with it, but the fact that we resonated with that speaks volumes. Here's the thing for me. First listen, I wanted the energy and the excitement that always comes with the Super Bowl. I was foolish to say that that's what I was looking for, when in reality, Kendrick Lamar was presenting a message towards us to let us know who we are in Black History Month, because for some reason, every single Super Bowl where there's a halftime performance, we always forget it's Black History Month, unless you're Beyonce. But my point is, how do we forget that? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, I'm actually sitting there the day after, I'm like, wait, it's still Black History Month. I'm sitting here thinking we moving like it's March. So Kendrick had every right to do what he did. I'm rambling at this point. Let's get back into the video.
Kanye's intention was to take away the moment from Kendrick Lamar at the Grammys. He said it himself. There's no need to debate. There's no need to argue. He said it out of his own mouth. We only talk facts here. We only talk facts here. Now fast forward to leading up to the Super Bowl. Kanye wanted to steal this moment from Kendrick so bad that he just said a bunch of stuff that makes himself look bad in order to take the moment away. You telling me the same day the Kendrick Lamar interview comes out, that's when you start doing your little spew? That's when you start doing your little rants that you haven't done in years? Interesting. You've been on Twitter for a while since Trump and Elon got in office. Why'd you wait until that day to start running your mouth? Associating yourself with Diddy because you wanted to do that so bad? Outrageous. But don't even take my word for it. Let's hear what Kanye West got to say about the Super Bowl.
That's what's next. Now we wait for Kendrick. We'll be there next year. Let everybody know he ain't performing at Super Bowl next year.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
Nope. Kanye West, they're gonna keep you far away from that Super Bowl. I tell you that much. It don't matter who you can bring out with you. You ain't doing it. Now, I did see some people saying Chris Brown is next. Get Chris Brown. Call Chris Brown. Look what he did in Africa. Get Chris Brown. But as long as Jay-Z is there ain't gonna be no Chris Brown at no Super Bowl. Sad to see. Sad to see. Because that is hands down one of the greatest performers outside of Michael Jackson, and some could say Beyonce, but I'm sorry, Beyonce don't move like Chris. Beyonce definitely has the theatrics, she has the dances, she has the stage presence and everything, but she don't move like Chris. If we're gonna be super honest, we seen what Chris done when he gets on the I'm a Piano track and he performs his I'm a Piano song. When he performs that song, let me tell you something. And then he does a transition to the, I can't even say the name, to be honest. I can't say the name, but you know what we talking about. The shoulder thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when he performs and he does that little shimmy and that, I'm getting too pressed right now. I'm looking like a super fan right now. Look, let's get back to the video. All I'm saying, Kanye, you're not next, okay? We don't even know who's next. And I personally think they're going to course correct after the Kendrick performance. Because y'all heard what I said in that live stream. Some people were looking at me crazy, but trust me, when I break it down, it's going to make more sense through my eyes because of how I see it from a corporate level, from a corporate standpoint, from being in similar offices to that. I understand what could happen next. So I won't be surprised if next year it's gonna be. It might be another black artist. They might even go for a Spanish artist like J Balvin or something to get somebody else. Or how about this? Whoever takes over this year in terms of music, like what Kendrick did, is most likely going to be that individual that could headline the Super Bowl halftime show. That's a safe bet because that's what they did for Kendrick. Safe bet. You could argue and say there's some industry involvement when it comes to that. I disagree when it comes down to numbers. The numbers will let you know. The numbers that Kendrick Lamar was generating, knowing that he doesn't even care about numbers, is an even more of a plus when it comes down to the decision making at the top. A lot of people think it's we choose him because of this. When in reality, they're looking at the data. And I've been saying this for a while now. The music industry, as soon as talent dries up, it's going to turn into data. And when I say talent drying up, I mean the talent is absolutely there. But when it comes to quality and quantity, they're going to go for quantity. Quality is always going to exist in the music industry, but quality is not going to be the one that's going to be more dominant than quantity. Quantity will always be over quality in the music industry today. It was flipped back in the day because there was breathing room in between projects, but now that music drops every day, the quality it's almost obsolete. The fortunate part about it is that because there are so many different artists, the quantity will forever and always be there. If you want to shift the narrative, you have to shift the idea within the music industry itself. Meaning that quality has to be above quantity. It has to shift for the music to change. But it will never happen because it generates oh so much money. It's all numbers. It's a numbers game now. And it's going to get worse. If our talented individuals out there can't continue to produce quality sources of art, they're going to rely on quantity. That's how you got your Ice Spices. That's how you got your Tommies. I ain't never been the same, but you know what I'm saying? How you get those kind of artists. Those one-off artists. Now, I see him drop a Soulja Boy track because that's clearly Soulja Boy inspired. But boy, that key is off. That key is off. But maybe it's off on purpose. But either way, that key is off. Let's get back to the video, though. Because, you know, I like to ramble. I like to talk too much. I can't help it.
Hey, you heard that?
Gladiator and Gladiator 2 are now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Are you not entertained?
No.
This is brand new behavior, Kanye. All of a sudden you want to perform at the Super Bowl next year? All of a sudden you want to talk about the Super Bowl, right? You waiting for Kendrick, quote unquote. Another moment that you try to take away from Kendrick Lamar. But let's look at these tweets that he put up that made me make this video. Here he tries to give the credit for what Kendrick did to Drake to Lucy and Grange by saying that pretty much they are using Kendrick to make an example out of Drake for all these other rappers. Right. So they must have used you too, right? Considering you jumped into the beef. And I got you.
Here's the thing. That beginning statement might be true. But, and I put a large but in front of it, this is where the behind the scenes comes in. What happened behind the scenes for this shift? Now, we already know it comes down to Drake's character, his ego, how airheaded, no, not airheaded, but how big-headed he can be. We've seen it on display for his whole career. He thinks highly of himself, as he should. But what separates him from the actual greats is that the actual greats give back way more than what Drake has done. And I'm talking to the culture. Drake gives back to women by wasting money on them. And because he's the leader of that, in Canada, he's produced individuals that do nothing but that. Same thing in America, don't get it twisted. But the fact that it's been brought here is the issue. Because now the streets have changed. Where the expectation is like having your hands out. Right? He's the godfather of that. For here. A lot of people can argue it. But unless if you work in those spaces in Toronto, which I have for 3 years, then you will see the play. And on top of that, those same spaces, people from the music industry show up. So my question to y'all is, what do you really believe that's going on? Because you might read the information, but to see the info changes everything. The game was shifted. And it was such an easy shift, but the play is incredible. I'll explain it in another video one day, but the marketing and pandering towards the female audience, and I want to put this in a very respectable way, because I'm not here to disrespect nobody. I won't even want to say pandering. Let's stick to marketing. The marketing and advertising to the female audience has really shown us our slight flaw. Slight meaning this is what we do as individuals, but for it to be taken to this kind of scale is the issue. No doubt you're supposed to give gifts for your girl or anything like that, right? Now, I went off topic, but I'm going to bring it back. But to be sitting there asking and demanding is the change. Same thing going back to what Drake was doing with his, lawsuit, asking and demanding more money because he thinks he deserves it. Not saying he doesn't, but brother, the timing is way off. I'll end it there for now. It's something I will get back into. All these topics are ongoing topics. I'm just flexing my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? So I can't help it. It's how my mind races. These are my own personal thoughts. But at the same time, there are some information thrown in there based on what I've read and seen from the industry. So I want to get back into the video now. Comment down below what you think, but let's just keep going. I'm rambling heavy on this one. Y'all know me. I can turn a 10-minute video into a 40-minute video. So let's keep going, all right? Let's go.
Wasn't that you? Oh, but see, Kanye is so sporadic, he doesn't even clean his tracks when he tries to create narratives. It's outrageous. Putting Drake in the same conversation as Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and Puff.
It's
Like,
crazy.
bro, what are you doing here? He then goes on to say everybody pays for their first week record sales numbers. They post our numbers so we feel the shame of coming in lower. Like, Kanye, come on, bro. To do all of this to discredit Kendrick Lamar is outrageous, bro. It's outrageous because just not that long ago, you said Drake had a rich baby daddy that controlled the DSPs. If he controls the DSPs and he don't control, doesn't that mean he's yours too?
Yep.
Like, Kanye not even thinking when he do this stuff. Now, don't even get me started with Drake. We know everything he's done. Fake lawsuits. He's got lawsuits going at TDE. He's doing everything he can to get Not Like Us not played at the Super Bowl, bruh. And that's why tomorrow is going to be outrageous. Because these two guys, some of the biggest rappers in the entire world, are going to crash out in ways we cannot even imagine. Leading up to the Super Bowl, these two individuals will do things that you never thought they would do. I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to tell you. And what makes it even crazy is Kendrick Lamar is not going to say anything. He's not going to tweet. He's not going to get on Instagram. He's not going to do none of that. He's going to go perform and let the art talk for him. Kendrick Lamar is Thanos at this point. When you got Kanye trying to spread narratives and nobody's going for it, there's nothing nobody can do. If Kanye can't spin the narrative, nobody can spin a narrative. Kendrick Lamar's performance mixed with the crash out between Kanye and Drake tomorrow is going to be one of the most memorable moments in pop culture history. I don't know what Drake and Kanye are going to do, but it's going to be insane. On top of this, Kendrick Lamar is about to usher in a golden age of hip-hop. And
the fact that this was made before the performance, wow. But hey, it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? So, wow, man. Like, I just sitting here as a dark-skinned individual after knowing the performance that Kendrick did literally created a divide within our own culture. is quite incredible. I don't think I've ever seen any artist make such a divide within ourselves. One side is like, yes. One side is like, no. You know me. I'm in between. I can't help it. I love to know. I love to understand and learn about both sides. You know? Funny thing is, side that said no, I already knew. That's why my initial reaction was like that. I already knew what they were going to say. But on this side, I'm like, buddy, let's get to work, brother. Let's get to work. So yes, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Let's get back into the video, though. Let's get back into the video, all right?
I believe the more that Drake and Kanye try to stop this, the more they're going to be self-damaging themselves. And, bro, I think a lot of rappers are going to be upset at Kendrick Lamar tomorrow because the run he's on right now, I don't think we'll ever see it again.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope.
And it's not even over yet. We still got the GNX Deluxe. We still got the
Yup.
tour. We still, like, bro, there's a lot to be done. We got a movie coming. Like, bro, this is going to be, tomorrow is going to be insane, bro. And you're seeing this video tomorrow. Today is going to be insane. I'm telling you right now. Kanye and Drake are going to do things you never thought you would see. Don't be surprised if there's some kind of scandal. Don't be surprised if something happens in New Orleans. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to put the energy out there. You know what? That's not gonna happen. But y'all know what I mean. Just be ready for anything. Thank y'all for watching my video. Like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all too. Also, check out my music on all platforms. I really think you would enjoy it. And I just dropped a live performance that people was loving. If you love storytelling, if you love Tupac, Brenda's Got a Baby, if you love Kendrick Lamar, Sing About Me, you're gonna love this. Love y'all.
At this point, Sanity is the leading next-generation content platform trusted by the most innovative brands in the world.
This is going to be the first of many reactions to this channel. I made sure to subscribe and turn on my notification bell. Have you done the same for me? Look. It's quite incredible of a breakdown, to be honest. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of videos I got to watch. A lot of things I got to catch up on. Shoot. I might be recording at late hours in the day or in the night, so you never know. But with that being said, this is Single Seater Reactions, only on the FlexMouth Network. Take care, be well, be safe, stay true, be you, live long, and long live. I'm back. Peace. That's what I'm talking about. God damn,